Good morning, guys. Hopefully this is all coming through right now. I have some frequently asked questions that I got on my video yesterday. Yeah, just because we launched Sync Edge officially publicly here yesterday. And I got a lot of great comments from you guys, a couple of emails as well. So I wanted to just address some of those. But first and foremost, what did I tell you guys? I said that I would be getting success stories within the first month. All right, I undersold myself because as of this morning, I already have a success story. I already have an email from a producer, actually overseas. He's from Denmark. I'm going to get the details, and hopefully I'll be able to get him on to talk about how he got accepted, how that process worked as well. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get him to give us a little chat about his experience. I did not expect that, though. 24 hours after launching this thing, I'm getting a success story already. So I might be regretting that 100% refund. We'll see how that works out. But I'm just really excited that that's already working, and people are already seeing within a day results. At least this producer has seen results already. So really exciting. And I told you guys, I told you something big was going to be coming because of this service, and it's already happening. So that's really cool. Number two, as I also said, I'd be getting probably a mass rush of people signing up on day one, just because when I gave my early release before, I did have 40 people, I think, the first day sign up. And this time we had, let's see, it was 42 people signed up yesterday. Okay, so I only have 8 spots actually available left this month. So if you're watching this now, do not wait on this, because once we hit 50, I'm shutting down enrollment, and you're going to have to wait until September 1st. And then at that point, you definitely don't want to wait, past the 1st or 2nd of the month, because it looks like this is going to fill up super fast. Okay, so I didn't really anticipate this quickly of a sign-up process, but this is what's happening, and I have to cut it off. I know it might seem a little unfair, but you guys understand that if I just let everybody sign up, I'm going to be crowding the market intensely, and these libraries are going to be getting dozens and dozens and dozens of submissions, and it doesn't help anybody out that much. So I want to make sure that I'm empowering those of you that are ready to go, that are ready to submit, but I'm also not overcrowding the marketplace and not like sabotaging everybody in the process, right? So there's a fine balance there I have to make sure that I'm sort of respecting. There was another question about genres. So a couple of people were asking, what about country? You don't have country on there. You don't have bluegrass. There's a couple of genres that I don't see on there. Are those going to be added down the road? I don't want to be signing up for this if it's not going to be useful for me with what I do. What I'm going to do right now, I realize I didn't really give you guys this when I first talked about this process or this service, is I'm going to actually go into the membership area here, and I'm going to read off to you, not the name of the music libraries, but the actual names of the genres that I'm recommending. Okay, so every time I talk about one of these genres, that's one specific library, a different distinct library that I have been recommending. So there's 12 total. There's 10 right when you sign up, you get 10 automatically, and every month there's going to be 2 new ones added, and I will vary those genres every month. So we won't be repeating, like, it won't be, okay, here's another rock one and another pop one. We're going to sort of vary those out from month to month. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that we sort of keep that nice and varied. So the 2 that are included for the month of August are minimal tension. So that could be orchestral or electronic. So that would be sort of more low-end, mid-range based kind of tracks that are pumping along and adding tension behind a scene, mostly for reality shows, elimination scenes, documentaries. There's a lot of things that could be done for. So if that's what you're doing, that would be appropriate for that. And also old school hip hop. So I'm thinking more in New York style, not modern trap, not modern club stuff, but like old school 80s, 90s kind of sample based sort of hip hop music. So those are the 2 genres that are included for the month of August. Now I'm going to go through the 10 that have been preloaded into the membership area, so you know what you're getting right off the bat. Orchestral / hybrid rock. Okay, so if you do orchestral music and you can throw a little bit of a rock flavor onto your tracks, that's one. Modern and retro pop. Okay, so if you're doing pop music that's modern, or even a little bit of a throwback sound, 80s or 90s kind of a thing, that could be very relevant for this as well. Folk and Latin. Okay, so folk music could have a little bit of the Americana, kind of that classical Americana sound, acoustic guitar, mandolin, that kind of thing. And Latin music as well. So I know I had somebody actually asking me that they did guitar music that was kind of Latin based. Absolutely. So one of these is focused around that. I have one for modern hip hop and trap. So if you do the modern hip hop stuff, the modern trap stuff, the stuff that's on the radio right now, that can be useful. I have another one that's top 40 pop and EDM. So if you do, and that's broad, all right? So top 40 pop, what does that mean? Well, anything that you're hearing right now on the radio that's top 40, that's what this library, I'm recommending you go for this library with that kind of sound, as well as EDM. So that can be dance music, chill music, progressive, hard music, a lot of different stuff that can fall under that EDM umbrella. I have another one that's rock and metal hybrid. Okay, so that could also be including some orchestral elements as well, but primarily a rock and metal opportunity there. I have one that's indie rock that includes vocals. So I had also somebody asking like, well, I have vocals. Do you have anything for vocals? There's at least one here that is definitely specifically, I'm saying if you want to get seriously considered by them, you should have some vocals on your tracks because they don't have that many. I will be honest though, most of the libraries that I'm going to recommend to you guys with the Sync Edge program will be instrumental only because that's about 80 to 90% of the business. Okay, most libraries are looking for instrumental music. If you can deliver vocal music and it's high quality, you will be ahead of the pack in many ways. And almost for all of these libraries that I recommend, if you come to the table with what they're looking for, plus you're saying I also can put vocals on top of it, it's even more desirable. Okay, so vocals, but they got to be produced well, no tuning issues, no out of tune vocals, no lyrics you can't understand. It's got to be very clear, it got to be clean, no swear words, or at least if you're gonna have swear words, you need to provide a clean version as well. And also you need to make sure your lyrical themes can be sort of universalized in a way, so they can't be very extremely specific to a story. They need to be more about like a theme, about an emotional theme, right? Like breakup or falling in love. It can be sort of a generic approach to a specific idea or emotional tone, and that way you'll get more placements. If it's very specific about a girl or about a guy or about this or that, you're limiting where that track can absolutely be placed. So if you can kind of keep it a little bit more general, you'll find a little bit more play there. I also have one for EDM corporate. Okay, so it's not necessarily pop EDM or stuff that's on the radio, a little bit more corporate, maybe uplifting, optimistic, that kind of thing. I have also one trailer orchestral. So I had some of you guys that are doing trailer music orchestral. I have one for that. I have, and lastly, modern corporate. Okay, so that could be something that could be rock-based, piano-based, electronic-based. You can go in a couple of different directions with it. So with each of these suggestions, there's a little bit of a wiggle room of the kind of sound you can go for with them. But I'm trying to steer you in the best possible direction to make sure that you have the best chances of getting accepted. And I've specifically chosen these genres for these libraries. Once you watch the videos, you understand why, as I go through and analyze their catalog, break it down for you and tell you, well, this is why I think they're lacking a little bit in this, or maybe they have some of it, but it's kind of outdated, or it just doesn't sound that great, or there's some issues with the tracks that they have there, and if you can come in with this kind of sound, you really can sort of solve their problem. So that is the edge that you're getting with this program, okay? You're getting that sort of industry analysis from somebody who's been doing this for 10 years as I have, okay? Another question I got was adding PayPal to be able to sign up. Right now, I am not going to be adding PayPal. There's a couple issues with that, and that's just tech issues that I don't want to get into now. I will be considering adding PayPal down the road. So I'm sorry for those of you that are only PayPal and you can't sign up because I'm not offering it. Sorry to hear that, okay? But I will consider adding it down the road. There's just there's an issue right now with the website that I'm hosting Sync Edge with, partnering up with PayPal. There's a little bit of an edge, or there's going to be a problem that will require a lot of manual work with me to make that happen. I don't have that kind of time right now to be able to manually connect things, okay? I need something that's just automatic so that when you sign up, you just automatically get right into the membership area. And that's what happens right now if you use just, regular credit card, regular debit card, whatever you're using. But with PayPal, it's not exactly as smooth as that. I would have to manually do stuff. And I just honestly, I designed this program to be as automatic as possible and to be able to give you guys the best service as possible without having to get into the minute details of these tiny little tech issues. That's really not going to work out for me, especially with the number of people that are signing up. That's really not going to be an issue. So I'm sorry, those of you that are looking for the PayPal option. I may, if I can get a workaround, offer that down the road, but for now, no. Just sort of regular credit card, debit card signups are all I'm going to be offering. So that is what I got. I don't see any questions in the chat right now. If you guys have any questions, you can comment on this video, and I'll be happy to just comment back and answer them. You can always email me, jesse@syncmymusic.com. I always love hearing from you guys. If you have any questions about this service, about how it works, all that good stuff. But again, remember, 42 signed up yesterday. I got 8 spots left, and I will put a link below here on this video, and I'll do a pinned comment as well. So anywhere below this video, you'll be able to get to a link to sign up. So don't wait. If you're ready to get signed up, go for it. And hopefully I've answered some of those questions you guys had with this video. But again, if I haven't, reach out, comment, email. Would love to hear from you guys.